something in the water.
What do you mean there's something in the water?
I don't know, there's just something in the...
Well, greetings everyone. It is I, your one and only host,
the Cosmic Jedi.
Welcome back to the channel. I missed you all. I imagine you missed me as well. Anyway, today I'm just going to be doing a short what I liked about the Alien Romulus movie. And then the next time I do another video, probably be what I dislike about the Alien Romulus movie. And then another time, I'm going to take my time and go in depth and talk about certain dialogue that I found interesting, the view or the subtle hidden discussions in regards to humanity and the human race. There was some really powerful dialogue in the movie that I feel I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to do a proper in-depth breakdown. But for now, it's just going to be what I liked about the movie, what I enjoyed about the movie. Well, the things I can remember anyway, because I haven't watched it recently. And I actually want to watch it again. So that's a plus for me. Anyone who knows me, when I talk about movies that I really enjoy, I feel my default rating for a movie is, as long as I can watch it again, I'm gravy. If it's crap, I'm not watching it again. One time is good enough for me. But if it's a good movie, just like Terminator 2, I can always watch that again and again and again. And it always feels like it's the first time. I might learn something new. I might see little nuances here and different character reactions and whatnot, or dialogue, or their reaction to a situation. But Terminator 2 is just, every time I rewatch it, it feels like it's new. Rambo 2 and 3, same thing. I haven't even watched those in a while, so I'm going to watch them again. What else is there? Alien 2, talking about the Alien Romulus. Alien 2 is another movie I can watch over and over and over again. Lord of the Rings, same thing. But those ones, Lord of the Rings, I feel I want to immerse myself into it. I don't want to have to rush it and just be like, oh, well, I feel like watching Lord of the Rings. Now I want to sit down and get ready for that one. Sometimes I might leave that in between. Like I might do a Thursday, Friday, Saturday thing. Fellowship of the Ring, Thursday, second one Friday, and third one Saturday. I don't feel I want... Sunday doesn't feel like a day I want to watch Lord of the Rings movie. Any Lord of the Rings movie. I don't know why. Anyway, without further ado, let us begin. First, off my head, the first thing I fell in love with in terms of characters.
Run. Damn, son.
That actor, dude, he kills it. He kills it. He's definitely the MVP. He's number one on the list, followed by the main character, obviously played by the lady. I don't know the actress's name. I apologize. I don't even know all the actors' name, the actors and actresses' name. But he steals the show. Steals the show completely.
You don't understand.
That's not saying that the actress didn't do a good job, but he did such a great job. He's a standout. He's a major standout. I love the reason these teenagers have, as well, the reason the movie gave us to begin the journey onto getting onto the space station, where the whole shebang, kicks in. The first tense scene is when the face huggers come to play.
Damn, son.
That's what I'll say. When the face huggers come to play, goodness gracious me. I felt that was more tense than the xenomorph scenes.
What?
I've never thought to myself if face huggers have eyes or not. But the way the movie breaks down how they navigate any space, I was like, dude, that is more terrifying than just having eyes. Because there was a scene where they had to be stealthy. Ooh, no. I don't even know how I would have done that. I would have to be jumping. I don't think I would be tiptoeing. Or I would have to take long strides, just stretching my legs because I'm tall. So I'm like, yo, all this tiptoeing, slow walking, it's long strides. Tiptoe, but long strides. Dude, that scene was intense. And the way they would jump, there's this, it's almost like the way they would leap at you like a lion would.
What?
Just this ferocity, like, nah, I see my target, I'm instantly, and they would just, the distance they would cover too with one leap. No. And I found them irritating in the previous movies. I never thought that they were so strong. I mean, the movie depicted it, especially Alien, the first movie.
You're gonna do what? Finger. I'll try and get his finger on. Just a minute.
You just get, okay, even with the dialogue, okay, don't remove it because the cord is making the air passage tighter, so that means you could kill the host.
It's tearing his skull. I know. He's not coming off without tearing his face off with it.
But this movie showed you the way, I mean, in the other movies, 1 and 2, it leaps into the camera. But this one just made it look like, it's like they were, I don't know how to put it. maybe it's the texture or the mixture of practical effects and CGI. But these guys, this model of face huggers felt very different than the previous ones we've seen. I still think it's the way they pulled off the practical and CGI combination. And it's amazing how perfect their aim is.
Baby, come give me something. Oh.
There were a few scenes where, you know, the cord, the little the phallus thing, whatever the thing that goes into the throat, into the chest, and then lays the egg inside where the chest burster comes out. Whatever that thing is, there was a scene where it's like one of the face huggers jumped against a door or a window, and you could just see that thing just flaying around. I was like, dude, so how does it know when to make sure this, you know, the this phallic thing, when does it know to say, I'm on the face of this being, and then let me, you know, it's like the precision is it's so scary because it doesn't move around it did when it went against the window, but when it was leaping at the targets, you didn't see this thing dangling. All you just saw was this and the jump, but you didn't see any of this thing dangling. So when, I think it's in the trailer as well, when they took one off from one of the hosts, you could just see how long and how far this thing went down into the throat.
Woo!
It was weird. The parallel with sexual shots and the face huggers and also the xenomorph is weird to me. I don't know if that was deliberate, because it's the same thing with the Predator's face. You know, when it opens its mouth without the mask, everyone knows it looks like,
Woo!
you know. So the resemblance, and not only resemblance, but it's almost like making it look putrid. I've not sat down to watch any documentaries as to where the inspiration came from for the way the face huggers look. Not this, but in between that, you know, middle part, because it looks like it's a combination of a vajayjay
Woo!
and a phallus. Because, you know, it opens up, latches on, then the phallus goes right into the throat, and obviously the hands to hug the face or hug the head. And I wonder if the face huggers are so well designed that whatever being it attaches itself to, especially when they showed the movie, when they showed it in I think Alien vs. Predator, when it attached itself to a predator's face. So because we're so used to seeing the face huggers versus human beings, I'm used to, you know, the face huggers wrapping around the shape of a human being's face or head or skull. But a predator's face and skull shape is very, very different from a human being. So the fact that it's still, you know, wrapped around a predator's skull is interesting.
What?
I guess because of its limbs, it'll contort around whatever species it's attacking. So let's say it jumped on a kangaroo's face, for example. Would it still be so precise, or would it clamp down with the you know, with its arms or legs, whatever? Would they change the way they grip its host? Or is it just built for any being standing upright like a human being or the predator?
I like this one.
What if it came across a bear? Or if it came across a horse? Or if it came across a cat, rat? Would it still accommodate, or would it still ingest that, you know, the chest burster or the xenomorph within? Is it designed to say, we only go for humanoid beings? Or any being, obviously not a cockroach.
Does not compute.
You wouldn't go for a pigeon or a bird. So it's I find that fascinating. I wouldn't want to see how that's done though. I've never sat down and thought to myself, I wonder who or what created the xenomorph alien creatures. I'm fascinated as to how they're designed, but I don't want to watch a movie based on that or partially based on that. So that's why I feel the Prometheus movie didn't really work for me. Showing me who made the engineers, then my brain started doing, okay, if the engineers made the xenomorphs, then who made the engineers? Then whoever made the engineers made it. So who made, you know? Then you're just going down this rabbit hole. There's no point. I just feel the story just works well where you just end up on a planet where there are these eggs laid by a queen xenomorph. Maybe the next movie should even explore the different types of xenomorphs, the sizes, the strengths, their weaknesses, the ranking system, or the roles they play. That's something that I feel should have, you know, maybe there's a lore book somewhere out there. I find the face huggers very fascinating and scary. If I was on that spaceship and I was facing, I already dealt with the face huggers and then came face to face with the xenomorphs.
No, God, please, no!
I'd feel they're more my speed because, you know, if I have a gun or there's a grenade on the ship, even if it's one of those things where whatever I do I might end up dying as long as I take that dude out, you know. But the face huggers is scarier because this is your first encounter, especially when you're on the ship yourself. We as a viewers watching the movie, we know what to expect. But imagine encountering something like that for the first time, and then the way Andy, the android, broke down how they navigate their environment, it's scarier. That is much, much scarier. The xenomorph, you're like, oh, well, he's as big as me. He jumps. What else can he do? Acid blood. If he cuts at me, will it hurt or will it not really hurt? You know, can one swipe knock me down? Like, how strong is it versus, you know, like if it was to hit me, would it puncture my lung or would it crack my rib or break my rib? Or if it grabbed me, can it snap my arm? Like, what's its strength compared to a human being? And then obviously you want to keep your distance when you're fighting a xenomorph or when you're engaging a xenomorph. So the best thing is to understand its anatomy. The acid blood is annoying. I don't even need to know how your organs work. Acid blood, cool. And they don't even eat. So
It was at this moment that he knew.
that's a good point. Do they kill for the sport?
I ain't coming for no foolishness.
They're killing machines, so they just attack their predator, their prey, and then kill. And then the ones that they kidnap or grab, they take to their hideout layer where they're stuck onto the wall. And then there's an egg placed in front of them. Facehugger jumps out, and then that's how they replicate until nothing else survives. I'm still yet to do this monster video I've been talking about for a long time, like top ranking alien monsters to date.
Damn!
Yeah, the one that comes to mind so far that I feel is more ferocious than the xenomorph is the aliens from the Tomorrow War with Chris Pratt. Those guys, oh my goodness. I know this is supposed to be an Alien Romulus video, but they're all connected in some way, shape, or form in terms of, you know, monsters and alien species and whatnot. Those guys are, I'm more scared of those than xenomorphs. Xenomorphs, because you know you can handle them, yes, but these guys, I mean, they have tails that shoot out darts. I don't know if one of those things hit you in the shoulder, in the chest, in your eye, your throat, you're done.
He shot you!
I feel those guys are more ferocious than xenomorphs. I guess because we haven't seen more of the xenomorphs or the different types of xenomorphs yet. I mean, when they mutate, yes. I wonder what those guys would look like if a face hugger was to attack one of those aliens in Tomorrow War. That would be a nasty combination because those guys are disgustingly dangerous already. So if a xenomorph was to come out of one of those, I feel that'd be the ultimate alien. That's what you put against the predator. Since the predator is always going around to human planets, or, you know, it's always terrorizing different planets, especially human beings. I don't feel human beings are any match or a match for xenomorph. I mean, xenomorph, predator. You want to put someone who's neck and neck, but a regular human being with a gun and predators always got this camouflage. Nah, I find that very highly unfair, highly unbalanced, highly unbalanced. If a xenomorph hybrid with the aliens from Tomorrow War, that I would like to see. That's a fantasy fight I'd like to see. Hybrid alien from Tomorrow War with the xenomorph versus the predator. But aside from that, my bad. I know I've gone off topic, but you know how I do, man. It's a cosmic Jedi. It's how I roll. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed the Alien Romulus movie. And even talking about this as well, the more and more I'm talking about it, the more and more I'm looking forward to what else they have in store. Because when I did the research for this movie, they said that this Alien Romulus is in between Alien and Aliens. So I'm like, well, whatever movie they do next, I don't know how they're going to squeeze this one in between Alien, Romulus, and then Aliens again. I don't know. I mean, they probably could. If they plan to follow the same character, they probably could. But now I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I want. You know what? Yes, I would like to follow the same character and see what new challenges come her way in terms of the xenomorph. But just like the same thing with Ripley. Ripley's encounter with the xenomorph in the first one was new. Then the second one was more like I didn't want to have to do this, but if I can help or save other people, then Cool.
Careful, Burke.
It was a reluctant thing. So I can see that pattern being repeated again in the second movie with the same character, Andy, and the actress as well. That dynamic is beautiful. Unless they do a second one and then they kill Andy, I don't think the audience would like that. If they do a second one and that's it, cool. But I imagine everyone wants to do a trilogy with these things. Same thing they did with Prometheus and Covenant. There was supposed to be a third one. Or unless this is just like a one-off thing and they're going to do their best to do a proper movie or send-off in terms of a third final movie to conclude the story arc from Prometheus and Covenant. Yeah, there's not enough. Well, for me, I didn't feel I found enough clear information as to what's coming next. But if they did say they're doing a sequel with the same cast or the same dynamic duo, I'm here for it, because this was a beautiful movie for sure. Alien 2, number 1 for me. Alien 2 is number 1. Alien is number 2. Wait a minute. Give me a second. I'm thinking about how I feel each time I have felt watching these movies. So if it's to do a movie night and we're watching this randomly, like in no particular order, just for the excitement of a movie night with my family members and friends and whatnot, we're definitely doing Aliens, then Romulus, and then the rest. Yeah. I think this is a different order than I did in my live yesterday, or whatever day I went live at. It depends when I edit and upload this video. So, one more time. Aliens, number 2, is number 1 for me. Romulus, Alien Resurrection, and then Alien versus Predator, right? And then Prometheus and Covenant. Yeah, but I definitely enjoyed this movie. I'm definitely going to see it again when it hits digital. I look forward to that. So that's when I can really sit down and give you the screenshots and whatnot.
Nice.
That I can really take my time and talk about some things I'm really looking forward to talking about. Because some of the dialogue, I was like, ooh, wow. Because I love when a movie like this can do that. It's not just about the face huggers and the xenomorphs, but also the thinking behind Wayland and the people who work at Wayland, the higher ups at Wayland, and then other things that filter into the AI and the Android as well. You're like, well, the Android run on a particular programming, so it's not like they're self-sentient. Someone programmed this idea or ideology into their mind. Because in the first movie, when they were trying to vote to figure out whether to go and check out this signal that's coming off from this particular planet or just keep heading to the destination, there was a dialogue that the Android said, where it's in their protocol or something, it's on their contract that if there's any reason whatsoever that they should deviate off their course to go and explore something, it's almost like it's mandatory, like they have to. And then the way the AI reacted, it's almost like the programming within it, or the programmers knew something was going to occur, and that took more priority than the main mission they were already heading on in the first place. So I really like that. It's that backdoor who's really controlling this machine. They almost look like they're autonomous. Is it autonomous? They're running their own program. I don't know what word to use. When you're watching the movie, you're thinking these are intelligent Android machines, right? And there's no programming running. There might be a base code, but they can alter their own programming. That what I get. I feel that's what I got off from one of them. But the first movie really got me thinking somebody else is pulling the strings. And I wonder if there was a remote viewing thing going on. I wonder if that's something they can do as well. Well, I guess if you could take out the chip and then plug it into a system, you can watch what they've seen. Yeah. Let a brother know in the comments. Woo! Which alien movie do you like or love or enjoy the most? Anyway, that's me done. I know I didn't mean to make this video this long, but you know me. You know how I do. I enjoy talking with y'all and expressing my feelings and excitement about movies that I enjoy. Well, sometimes movies that I don't like, I'll let rip. I'll let rip for sure. Anyway, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I have been your one and only host,
The Cosmic Jedi.
Signing out.